Welcome everybody, happy Friday. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube. This is Forex trading for beginners, and our goal for you is to become consistently profitable, knowing when, how and why you make, and also knowing when, how and why you lose money. You should not be allowed to trade with real money until you reach the goal. What is the goal? The goal is to become consistently profitable. And if you are not going to listen to us, here is the risk disclaimer: don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, and the webinars are not investment advice, they are for educational purposes only. Your job is to question everything and don't be fooled after you understand and master all the things, technical stuff. Trading is 80% emotional and only 20% technical. So in order to be successful at trading, you need to have your mind and your heart in the right place. Remember, if being consistently profitable is difficult, you probably still have things to learn, and if your way is not working, why don't you try ours? Remember, 90% of traders who makes it between the 3rd and the 5th year of learning, everybody. For additional trading or training or coaching or just questions, you can send questions to the Gmail, Skype or LinkedIn. That being said, everybody, let's join the live markets, and today we are going to talk about how to trade trends inside the market structure. So if you want, you can give me a currency pair. If not, we are going to start with EuroCAD, everybody. EuroCAD. So the lesson for today is how to trade trends inside the structure. So let's open EuroCAD. Let's wait. Or you just give me a currency pair. Put the currency pair in the chat box. A currency pair that you want that we analyze. If not, we are going with the EuroCAD. Okay, so let's open the EuroCAD chart, not this one. This one right here. Just give it a second. So this is the EuroCAD chart, right? And so what do we want to do? Let me see. Let me check. Is it here, here, or here? Maybe. Let me check. Where is the... Okay, so let's compress the chart, and is it here? No. Up here. Okay. So this is the EuroCAD daily chart, and what we want to do, right? Let me see if there is another, maybe this one. Right, okay. So this is EuroCAD weekly chart, and this is structure, everybody. Right? And we said that we can draw an uptrend line. What is the trend line? Trend line is the tool that conforms the trend, right? And we have the overall structure on the EuroCAD. This is the weekly chart. So, but inside this chart we have highs and lows, right? So we have lows and higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? So let's color code this in black and like this. And of course, in some point in time, this structure did break the uptrend and start to fall. Start making lower lows, lower highs, 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 lower lows. So the lesson for today is, of course, we talked about what has the highest probability, right? We addressed how the beginner trader should look at the market. We talked about that extensions have a higher probability of success than the retracements, right? Why is that? Because extension is the confirmation of the uptrend, Hello Eddington, finally! Right, but we also addressed on the EuroCAD pair, if you recall, if you remember, I said what is the problem with this structure, right? And this was on the daily chart. I said, what's the problem here? And you said, oh, structure, this structure. I said, no, I'm not saying that this structure is wrong. I'm just asking what's the problem with this structure, with this downtrend. And what we discovered, we said, well, as my mentor likes to say, you know, singers likes to sing, actors likes to act, lawyers likes to sue, and traders likes to trade, right? So what's the problem with this downtrend? Well, the problem is that most likely you are not going to wait. Let's go on the daily chart. You are not going to wait for about, what was this, 2030. You are not going to wait for 1 year, right? For the market just to retrace, for a year and 4 months, 5 months, for the market to retrace, break the downtrend line and start going into an extension, right? So the lesson today is how can you trade trends inside the structure, okay? Question for you everybody, how can I trade this downtrend? How can I trade this? And even a better question, what can I do that this downtrend is going to be a high probability downtrend? Meaning, what can I do as a beginner trader to start selling this currency pair when this happens, of course? And what can you do? Not breaking any rules, not breaking any concepts, right? I should always take concepts in consideration and I should obey the rules. So what can I do as a beginner trader to trade this downfall? What do you think? Is there any way to trade this retracement of the structure, the overall retracement, right? And bear in mind that we have talked about concepts, that extensions have a higher probability of success than retracements, right? Another concept is that you should be on the side of the trend, right? Another concept is never sell in an uptrend and never buy in a downtrend. So what can we do? How can we trade trends inside the structure? Teacher Eddington, what do you think? Is there any way that we can trade trends inside the structure? Is there any way that we can trade this blue line here? Is there any way? Of course, if we are in an uptrend, we are going to buy, right? This is an extension, then becomes retracement, and then in some point in time start go back up again, right? So how can we trade trends? This is an easy answer here, the first part, but inside an up structure, inside an overall uptrend. Miguel, no idea. Let me check. We are still streaming, right? But I don't know if the YouTube or the OBS is working, so let's go back and undock this one, and we were here right now. Not this one here, right? So yes, program that we are streaming from, okay? But I know this happens a lot, so I will hit a downtrend inside an up structure. What do you think? And Miguel and Eddington and everybody else, if you want some other currency pairs to analyze, just put in the chat. If not, we are going with EuroCAD. This is structure, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and we are here right now. This is the higher low, so this is structure, how can we trade this? This is the trend. What is a trend line? Trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. So our overall uptrend is still in place. So this is it, right? So how can we trade this one? This here. Okay, so do anything you want, whatever you want, when you want, but remember the best trades are when you are, even though this structure is up. So when I'm trading this, can I trade this on the daily chart? Yes, I can. But what is this? What is this downtrend in reference to the overall up structure? What is this? What is this downtrend? What is this downtrend? If I refer to this downtrend and I compare it and I refer it to the overall structure, what is this downtrend? This downtrend, everybody, is a retracement. Can I trade retracement? Not yet, everybody. Not yet. Okay, so can I trade this downtrend on the same chart, on the daily chart, because my structure is up, right? And yes, it's a retracement. Okay, so if we are talking about rules, what should we trade? Should we trade extensions or should we trade retracements? What should we do? Which direction is going to have a higher probability of success, everybody? Of course we can trade extensions and retracements, but to be on the side of the trend, what is going to have the higher probability of success? Should patiently wait and trade extensions, or should we trade retracements also? Extensions, correct. So back again to the first question, can I trade this retracement? Can I trade this retracement? Can I trade this downtrend, knowing that the overall structure is up and I am in an uptrend? Can I trade this on the daily chart? And if you're going to say yes, I want to know why yes, and if you're going to say no, why not? What do you think, everybody? We agreed that the high probability trades are going to be extensions. Why? Because extensions are on the side of the trend. Miguel says yes, but it's more risky. Yes, Miguel. So, answer, everybody. How can you trade trends inside the structure? Write this down. Write this down. Or take a screenshot. Okay? So, if this is a new concept, if you want to trade trends, okay, like example retracements inside the structure, you must find structure on the smaller time frame. Okay, so this is the concept of today. If you want to trade trends inside the structure, you must find structure on the smaller time frame. So what does this mean? This means that this down retracement is risky from the daily standpoint, as Miguel said. Why? Because you are trading a retracement. But if you switch from the daily to the 4-hour chart, just an example, this concept apply to every time frame, right? Every currency pair, okay? So we just move on the 4-hour chart, okay? And on the 4-hour chart, let me see what's happening. What's happening on the 4-hour chart? Okay, we have the quadrant signaling what side of the overall uptrend on the daily, and structure is the quadrant, and what is the retracement. So we are in the retracement. We are looking at the same thing, the same currency pair, just from a 4-hour time frame. So what is structure, everybody? Okay, if you remember, or if you don't, everybody, if you are a beginner trader, you need to do two things, right? You need to find highs and lows, right? And you need to find structure. Okay, what does the structure do? Structure confirms or clarifies the overall trend. Okay, structure confirms or clarifies the overall trend. So this is the structure. So on the 4-hour chart, right, not this one, on the 4-hour chart, this is not a retracement anymore, everybody. Okay, until here. Do we agree on that? Do we agree, Miguel, Eddington, and everybody else, do we agree that this retracement on the daily is a structural downtrend on the 4-hour chart? And I can even draw a downtrend line to confirm what I'm saying. Yes or no, everybody? Yes or no? Are we in a structural downtrend on the 4-hour chart? EuroCAD 4-hour chart. Yes or no? Do you agree? If you don't agree, don't worry, just say to me, Passion, I don't agree, or Passion, I don't understand, or whatever. So, if this is structure, right, and if this is listen to this, everybody, if this is structure and we are in a downtrend on the 4-hour chart, okay, and you have a downtrend line on the 4-hour chart, Teacher Eddington and Teacher Miguel, what kind of trades are going to be high probability trades and what kind of trades are going to be less probability of success? What do you think? What do you think? See how the picture changes when you are on the on other time frame? This is what is confusing so far for the beginner traders, because you are going to the 15-minute chart and you are going to be in an uptrend. You are going to move on the 1-hour chart and you are going to be in a downtrend. You are going to move on the 4-hour chart and you are going to be in an uptrend on the same currency pair. And you go, oh, check the daily, and you are in a downtrend again. And you are going to scratch your head and think, well, what is happening here? Well, I mean, should I go short? Should I go long? This forex market is just impossible to trade, or FXPassion, he doesn't know what he's saying, right? This is a common challenge for the beginner traders, correct? So you need to be aware, everybody, of the concepts, okay? Let's go step by step. So, concept of the trend. What is the trend on the 4-hour chart? Is down, right? What is the structure? Down. Do we have a trend line? Yes, we do. What are the high probability trades? The extensions. What is the safeguard, the safety trick to trade? We are going to sell counter trend line breaks in a downtrend. Yes? We learned in the previous lesson how to trade a downtrend, and we said sell counter trend line breaks near the downtrend line, right? You have to go short, yes sir. So let's say that this is the live market and we don't have the crystal ball, right? Okay, let's say that the market this is the market. The market broke the uptrend line, and we are here right now. Okay, so we have two highs, so we already connected the downtrend line. We have two highs here. Okay, so what we are going to do? Well, we are going to wait for the counter trend line breaks. Okay, and we are going to wait for the market is still falling. Now it's retracing. What we are going to do? We are going to extend this counter trend line again like this. Okay, counter trend line break, we're going to go short. The market retraced again, right? Another here, another counter trend line here, the second one, right? The market went up, right? So we need to adjust this counter trend line, and near the uptrend, the downtrend line, this is a nice entry. So the market fall again, and of course stay patient everybody. There are lessons we have all the year to learn about the Fibonacci's and entries and exits. So far we are using just trend lines, counter trend line breaks, stop losses going above the trend line or above the structure. We learned this in a previous lesson, right? And this is what is going to be done, right? We are going to short the market at counter trend line breaks, right? Until the market is falling, we are going to sell, go short at counter trend line breaks, right? Okay, now question for you, teacher Eddington, teacher Miguel, and everybody else. This is the 4-hour chart. We were in a downtrend, right? Structure low, high, low, high, low, high. Okay, maybe low, high if you want, low. This is structure, right? Now, as you can see, inside this 4-hour chart, did the market fall in a straight line? Did the market fall in a straight line? No, it didn't, right? The market is waving. So if you have how can we say, if you have limited capital, right? We are talking about risk management here, and you are saying, well, I cannot trade the 4-hour chart because I have whatever, $10 or $100 in my account, demo account, everybody. You need to learn first. You are not allowed to trade with real money until you reach the goal. And you're going to say, well, I would like to take more opportunities. So you can see, you can spot that inside this structural downtrend, you have more trends, right? Look at this. You have an uptrend up here, right? The market is making higher highs and higher lows. Extension, of course, lower lows, lower highs, higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, lower highs, right? Why I'm showing you this? The same concept applies here. How can you trade trends inside the structure? How can you trade an uptrend inside a 4-hour structure? This is the $1 million question, everybody. If you understood what we did a few minutes ago, you know the answer right now. How can I trade the trend inside the 4-hour down structure? Teacher Eddington, teacher Miguel, and everybody else, what do you think? How can we trade this? What should we do? What can we do? It's easy for me to sell, right, in a down structure, but I want to take an opportunity and go long on the uptrend when this happens. Eddington says, look for more structure. Okay, how? You are right, Eddington. How? I'm a beginner trader. I don't know nothing about the market so far. I know just about structure and trend lines and how to trade an uptrend, how to trade a downtrend. I know a few concepts. So you are saying look for more structure. Okay, how? How can I find more structure? What can I do for this up retracement that I'm showing with the square? I'm going to zoom in a little bit. How can this up retracement be my uptrend? Right? We need to find a way to change structure into trend. Enter short at the level of the main trend line. Miguel, you can do this, but in this way I'm going to trade a retracement, and retracements are riskier than extensions. Do we agree on that? I don't want to trade retracement, I want to trade trends. I don't want to enter in a retracement. Retracement is risky. I don't understand the question. The question is, what can I do? Where can I find the uptrend for the EuroCAD 4-hour chart? Where can I find the uptrend of this square, Eddington? So far this is a down retracement. Structure is down, right? So far this is a down retracement. What we are seeing right now, the square. This is the downtrend line. This is the downtrend structure, right? And this quadrant that I'm showing you in the live market, this is so far a down retracement. Look at the different time frame. Yes, sir. What is the different time frame? Should I go on the monthly? Let's go to the monthly. Let's go to the monthly chart. Teacher Eddington, I'm on the monthly chart right now. Okay, Teacher Eddington, I'm on a different time frame. I'm on a month. I jumped from the 4-hour chart to the monthly. What can I do from the monthly chart? I think it's a bit extreme if you go that far. Okay, I'm going to go on the daily chart. Miguel, help Eddington out if you can. How can I trade? I'm on the daily chart, Eddington, right now. How can I trade this piece of information here, this chunk of price movement in an uptrend? What can I do? And Eddington says, go find structure uptrend on the other time frame. And I said, yes, sir. But what is the time frame? I went on the monthly, no success. I'm on the daily. Remember the concept, everybody. Where is the concept? We did right? Where is the 4-hour here? Where is the concept? Up or down? This is what you must learn, Eddington, Miguel, and everybody else. This is what you must learn. And especially this is what you must learn. This is the answer to your problems. smaller time frame. If you want to trade trends, example, retracements is just an example. It the same goes with the extensions. If you want to trade trends inside the structure, you must find structure on the smaller time frame. This is the concept, everybody. You should learn and remember and integrate. This is why we jumped from the daily chart to the 4-hour chart. And we found structure. We jumped, we changed the picture from a from an up retracement on the daily to a downtrend, a down structure on the 4-hour chart. And I asked the same question. I want to trade this, but I don't want this to be a down retracement. I want this to be an uptrend. Right? So where can I find this piece of price movement as an uptrend? And you are right. You said, well, you need to find that structure. And I said, yes, you are correct. How? And you told, well, go on the other time frame. And I said again, yes, you are correct again. But what time frame? The smaller time frame, everybody. The smaller time frame. So if you jump from the 4-hour chart to the 15-minute chart, or 30 minutes, whatever, let's go to the 30 minutes. Hopefully. Let's wait for the software to respond. Minute? No. No. I mean, you are correct, Eddington. These concepts apply to every time frame, 1 minute also. So you are correct in this sense. But 1 minute it's not suitable for the beginner trader. Okay, but you're right. You can go to the 1 minute. You are absolutely correct, Eddington. Okay. So we're here. We are on the 30-minute chart right now. No, I'm serious, Eddington. You are correct. These concepts apply, and these rules and this way of doing things apply to all time frames. So we are on the 30-minute chart, right? And we are going to delete the structure because we are seeing right now this is the 4-hour chart, right? We are going to delete. We are on 30-minute chart, right? And we can compress the chart, right? So I want to trade this. The market broke the downtrend and the market was making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, until the market break the downtrend line and started making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, maybe this one, okay, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, until here, right? Question: is anybody in here who can say or think that this is not structure, in this example, that this is not structure on EuroCAD 30-minute chart? Can you say that this is not structure? And if you say yes, Passion, this is not structure because this is the structure of the 4-hour chart of the downtrend, I'm going to ask you why. Why do you think? What do you see for you to say or think that this is not structure? Is this structure, everybody, on the 30-minute chart, EuroCAD? Answer: yes, it is. This is structure. We identified the absolute highs, we identified the absolute lows. This is structure. Just follow the rules, everybody. Oh, Passion, it's confusing. If it's confusing, go back, re-watch the webinars one more time, write down the concepts that we are teaching and learn and remember the concepts. Because if this is confusing, and I believe it is, it's totally normal, you need to learn and study the concepts, everybody. This is structure. What the structure do? The structure clarifies the trend. Okay, do I have more highs and lows than structure? Yes, I have. I have different highs and lows inside the structure. I have more highs and lows. One more thing that confirms structure, because structure is defined by highs and lows, but not all highs and lows define structure. And lastly, I can draw my uptrend line. What is an uptrend line? What is a trend line? The trend line is a tool that confirms the trend, right? It's always the same, everybody. I'm just repeating different things. I'm sorry, I'm just repeating the same things in a different way. So if this is the uptrend, where are my entries on the 30-minute chart? Well, counter trend line, right? Counter trend line, right? Counter trend line again, here. Short line here, counter trend line here, right? Of course, the smaller the time frame, the tighter the counter trend lines, the tighter the range, the tighter the stop loss, right? Tight stop loss, tight take profit, whatever. And if this is the 30-minute chart and I am in an uptrend, what are going to be the high probability trades and what are going to be the trades with less probability? The high probability are going to be the buys, the going long trades, and the less probability are going to have the retracements, right? We are just applying the same rules, everybody, right? Now, if you're a beginner trader, now of course comes the question, Passion, if the daily structure is up, if the 4-hour structure is down, if the 30 minutes structure is up, right? And if the Eddington's 1-minute structure is down, what should I trade? What should I trade? What is the answer, everybody, to this question? This is a common challenge for the beginner trader who opens a demo account, starts to trade, and he wins one, wins the second trade, and then starts losing. And he's thinking, man, I'm in an uptrend, right? I'm going short on this one, but I'm losing money. How is this possible? Or the same trader is going to trade on the 1-hour chart and is going to use the counter trend lines and uptrends and everything, and he's going to lose money again, and he is going to say, what is happening right now? I mean, I was selling a downtrend on the 1-minute chart and I was losing. Now I'm buying the uptrend, right? On the 1-hour chart and I'm losing. Man, I'm going to the daily chart, right? And you win 1 or 2 trades and start losing. Man, but this forex market is just impossible. I mean, this the broker is against me, and FXPassion is teaching a lot of BS, you know. This is all wrong, and uptrends and downtrends, and this is a retracement, but on the daily it's not a retracement anymore, and this down retracement is an extension. I mean, what the fudge, right? It's normal, everybody. We've been there, believe me. I've been there. Eddington been there. Miguel been there, right? But maybe you don't trade a situation like this. Well, it's Eddington, you know, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Look at the NZD cat. NZD cat, right? NZD cat. Daily chart. NZD cat daily chart, right? It happens all the time. Structure on the daily chart is down, right? Structure on the daily chart is down. But from here to here, what is this? This is a, so daily structure is down, right? Now, what do you think this piece of price movement is on the 4-hour chart? Or better say, what do you think this price movement was on the 4-hour chart? You want situation where more than 1 and 1 are in the same direction. This is the way to go, but traders like to trade, right? We are not going to wait for a year and a half. Eddington, this is the problem, my friend. You know, as a teacher you are right, but we are not going to wait for a year and a half and stay out of EuroCAD and wait for this down retracement. We are not going to do this, right? We want to trade this, and we are talking about the way to do it, right? With today, with this lesson, how to trade trends inside structure. This is the problem, Eddington. You are correct, you should have both time frames in the same direction, but we are not going to wait 1 year and a half for this price movement, EuroCAD, to go until here and break the downtrend line and start moving up again. So we have a downtrend, NZD cat. On the daily we are in a downtrend. Yes, you are correct. On the 4-hour chart this is uptrend. Correct, right? And what do you think? This price here, what was this retracement, what was this on the 5-minute chart? This movement here, this retracement on the 4-hour chart, what was this in some point in time on the 5-minute chart? So as you can see, everybody, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. You are going to analyze one time frame is going to be up. If you are lucky, you are going to find 2 time frames that are up structure. But most likely the market is alive and it's waving. So the trends, it's a very trending market. The Forex market is a very trending market. But most likely the trends are changing, are always changing. You know, you have an uptrend, is going to break the uptrend line and is going to reverse to a downtrend. And if you are not fast enough, this downtrend is going to reverse into an uptrend. And this is how the market behaves. The market waves. Right? Yes, sir, this was a downtrend on the 5-minute chart, of course. Right? So this is a question for the beginner trader. Yes. What should I trade? Should I trade the 30-minute chart? Should I trade the 2-hour chart? Should I trade the 4-hour chart? Should I trade whatever? Or should I trade the daily chart or weekly? What should I do? Teacher Miguel, you are so quiet. What do you think? What time frame should I trade if there are in the opposite direction? Be patient, everybody. We are in January. We are going to explain everything to you. Okay? Just be patient and learn step by step. We are upgrading your knowledge right now. You should pick 3 and trade them simultaneously in the opposite direction. No sir, it's too much information for the beginner trader. No sir. Maybe if you are an advanced trader, right? Advanced trader, but for the beginner traders, following the 3 different time frames is too much. Miguel says, difficult question. Yes sir. Okay, answer. You can trade whatever you want. Can I trade 30 minutes? Yes. It's the 1 hour better. No, it's not. It's not. Can I trade the 1 hour, 2 hours? Yes, you can. Is the daily better? No, it's not. It's not. Why the higher time frame? It's not better. We are talking about winners and losers. Because all the time frames, everybody wave. All the time frames wave. The daily waves is making higher highs and higher lows. And don't tell me now, look at here. This is the daily chart, NZD CAD. It's waving. If you think that you are going to have only winners, look at this. Lower lows, lower highs, 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 and so on, and reversed. Higher highs, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. Right? You don't believe me, huh? Let's go to the monthly. Monthly chart. Monthly chart, the same. Oh, is monthly better? No, it's not. You have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, until lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high. So it's waving. You don't believe me? USD whatever, USD CAD. Let's open USD CAD. You don't believe me, right? USD CAD. USD CAD 30-minute chart. USD CAD 30-minute chart. Right? What is the market doing? What did the market do? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, until it changed the trend. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Right? And then reversed. Lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high back again. Higher low, higher high, higher low. You don't believe me? USD CAD 4-hour chart. Look at this. Do I need to show you? Lower lows, I mean higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, until it breaks the uptrend. And reverse, making lower lows, lower highs. So, there is no... We are talking about trading right now. Okay? You cannot say that trading on the 1-hour chart is better or easier. Okay? Or let's say let's use the word better because it's easier because of the time. But the 30-minute chart and 1-hour chart and the daily chart and the weekly chart, the higher time frame is not better. If you don't know the concepts and if you don't know the rules and if you don't know how to apply them, you are going to lose. And this is normal, right? Now, what is also true is that the higher time frame is slower. And if you're a beginner trader, I'm telling you, go trade on the 2-hour time frame and above. Oh, Passion, but I'm a scalper, I want to trade on the 5 minutes. You can do this, no problem. But I'm telling you, if you're a beginner trader, the higher time frame, it's easier. Not easier with trading, but it's easier because of the time. Because the high needs 5 hours to form on the 1-hour time frame. What is a high? A high is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values. So on the 1-hour chart, a high needs 5 hours to form. So you have time to think and analyze the structure, the counter trend lines, and the trend. How much time does a high need to form on 1-minute chart? You said you are a scalper, that you want to scalp 1-minute chart. No problem, you can do this. But how long does it take to form a high on the 1-minute chart? I know, Eddington, that you were joking, but there are traders who are posting questions, and there are traders who are not posting questions but are thinking this. And we've been there, right? We've been there. So we are not talking about trading, but the higher time frame, it's easier to analyze and easier to trade because it gives you more time. But if you don't know the concepts, like this one from today, how to transform a retracement into a trade, how to transform a retracement into a trend, a trend, then you are going to lose either way. Doesn't matter 30 minutes on 1 hour or weekly, right? But if you want to have an answer what is easier to analyze, easy to trade, well, it's the higher time frame. Okay? So, questions so far. Questions. How you are going to trade. Homework for you, explain. Explain to somebody else that you know. Explain to somebody else in theory and in practice. Explain to somebody else this concept. If you want to trade trends inside the structure, you must find structure on the smaller time frame. This is the homework for you. Explain to somebody else how to explain to that one about where is the high probability, right? Explain where is the less probability. Explain about extensions. Explain about retracements, right? And then explain how a up retracement can become a downtrend. So this is here, this is the what is difficult for the beginner trader, right? So concept. How can an up retracement become a downtrend? Oh, Passion, but isn't this the same? No, it's not. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. If this was all the same, we will all be winners and not millionaires, but zillionaires. If it's all the same, so what? Let's buy here and let's sell here. Oh, it's the same. A down retracement is the same. Then an up retracement is the same as a downtrend. It's the same. Let's sell it. No, it's not the same. Okay, everybody. Today it's Friday, and this was a difficult lesson, right? But you want to learn? This is how it's going to be. Prepare yourself. You need to rest, you need to stretch, you need to sleep, you need to eat, and you need to learn, right? Because singers like to sing, lawyers like to sue, and traders like to trade. Have a safe weekend, everybody. Until Monday, stay safe. I'm not going to say trade with passion because it's Friday. Stay safe, and we are going to be back on Monday. This is FXPassion signing off.